myself. Oh no, give me that sound. Oh, I gotta go like Cobain. 8 years to the grave, gone insane. My blood got propane. How you gon' go and throw my name with shame? Already cross-faded, making it to the disco. I hate it, and you know how this goes. You framed it, picture painted in my room. This that real life shit, not on Zoom. Got the scene in it.
Make sure you're subscribed to JerCrispy.
What's up, y'all? Shows most Desmos. JerCrispy, we're back in that video. Can Superman run the Avenger villains Gauntlet? Well, he should have said, can Superman run the Avenger villains Fade? And I say, yeah, pretty much, yeah. Let's get it.
Just by existing. But today we're taking him out of the DC universe and throwing him straight into Marvel's. From schemers like Baron Zemo to cosmic forces like the Beyonder, we're finding out how far the Man of Steel can really go, which of Earth's mightiest villains can actually stop him. On a distant world called Krypton, a baby named Kal-El was born to loving parents, the fearless astronaut Lara and the brilliant scientist Jor-El. But when Jor-El discovered their planet's days were numbered, he made the impossible choice, placing his infant son in a tiny rocket bound for Earth. There, under a yellow sun, Kal would grow into something extraordinary. After crash landing in the quiet town of Smallville, Kansas, he was adopted by kind-hearted farmers Martha and Jonathan Kent. They named him.
Oh, but we know the backstory of Superman. But hey, if y'all new, like, comment, subscribe. We're on the road to 500, and let's just finish off watching this.
Raised him with unshakable morals, teaching him right from wrong. Eventually,
hey, I think I need to go to the pros for that. Boy, I jumped too high.
Unshakable morals.
Golly, yeah, that nigga gonna win the long jump and the little high jumps. Put him in the hurdles too. And after that, shoot, put him by the 4x1.
Teaching him right from wrong. Eventually, Clark would move to the bustling city of Metropolis and become the greatest superhero the world has ever known, Superman. Now, everybody thinks they know Superman's powers: super strength, speed, durability, heat vision, freeze breath. But here's the thing, most people don't realize just how completely busted these abilities actually are. Let's start with his strength.
Damn.
Superman won.
That boy punched that boy so hard he was like this. Like you just saw it in his face. Look.
These abilities actually are.
That man was like, was I supposed to fight you or I supposed to fight Batman? Dude like this. Like mouth wide open. And Superman said, you know what? How about you fight nobody? Man, did that man so bad? That man I know he lost all his front teeth. Now he gonna, that's what he gonna be like.
Let's start with his strength. Superman once bench pressed the weight of the entire planet for 5 days straight. Only barely even broke a sweat. He's held a miniature black hole in the palm of his hand, pushed planets around like beach balls, and the only true way to test his limits will be to open a pan-dimensional wormhole powerful enough to swallow the Earth whole. And that's not even counting the cosmic stuff. This is a guy who's shaken multiple universes apart while fighting an alternate version of himself, and once battled a conceptual demon across every point in time in every world in existence all at once. Superman isn't just strong. In DC Comics, he's as strong as the story needs him to be, because Superman has to win. That's his role in the universe. And he's just as impossible to hurt. The man's been pummeled by Kryptonians, taked punches from Doomsday, and been blasted across continents or even between planets without so much as a scratch. He's survived inside black holes, shrugged off the collapse of entire universes, and even endured being smashed through infinite realities. He's taken hits from Darkseid, amped by the anti-life equation. He's taken the combined force of the entire emotional spectrum and all magic in the universe all at once, and stood up after being blasted by Gog's staff, which contained the might of the Guardians, the gods, and the source.
So you telling me my nigga Superman, if that nigga ain't had no weakness, that nigga would damn near be fucking... Man, Thanos might as well should have ran the fade with DC. They should have made a movie with DC and Marvel come together as once to beat Thanos at this point.
All rolled up into one. He's been the last hero standing when the ultimate vampire Mandrake drained all of DC dry. He's literally stepped inside the source itself, something no other living being has ever survived before. Then there's his speed, which is basically cheating. Superman himself has said he's beyond concepts like distance, able to react in attoseconds and move in Planck time. We're talking beyond measurable speed. He can move through realms without space or time, appear anywhere instantly, and in combat, he can blitz almost anyone in comics before they even realize the fight started. Unless you're Barry Allen or Wally West, you're not keeping up. Period. And we can't forget his heat vision and freeze breath because, surprise, surprise, they're also overpowered. His freeze breath has stopped Kryptonians, Lanterns, Wonder Woman, and even Darkseid in his tracks.
Damn.
His heat vision, hotter than the sun, strong enough to wound god-tier threats, and precise enough to cut through nearly anything. At the end of the day,
Sheesh.
Superman isn't just a superhero, he's the superhero, the gold standard, the one every other comic book character is measured against. His powers aren't just impressive, they're on a level so ridiculous that it's hard to truly grasp until you see the receipts. As far as living up to the hype, he doesn't just live up to it, he defines it. First up, Baron Helmut Zemo, the strategist, the schemer, the man who nearly broke the Avengers without ever throwing a punch, founder of the Masters of Evil, creator of the Thunderbolts, one of the smartest, most manipulative tacticians in Marvel history. Zemo is a...
Oh, I ain't know nothing about you. I ain't lying to you. This might be the first time, because, my nigga, you must be a side character like, Hawkeye, because I ain't lying to you. You ain't the main cast, I guess.
Banner through and through. He turns strategy into a superpower, coordinating entire armies, manipulating gods, and pulling the strings while everyone else dances. But against Superman? Yeah, this one's over before it starts. Even if Zemo gets every advantage, full prep, Thunderbolts resources, years to plan.
Oh, I was just gonna say, he out of the way he was trying to get a good explaining and all that stuff. Oh yeah, you already was cooked.
It doesn't matter. Superman's entire existence revolves around defeating masterminds. His number one enemy is Lex Luthor, a man who makes Zemo look dumb. Lex has engineered Kryptonian-killing weapons, rewritten alien code, manipulated gods, and Clark still wins. There's nothing in Zemo's toolbox that would even scratch Superman's cape. Zemo's a
I ain't punched that man so much, man. You saw 3 teeth came out this boy's mouth.
Genius in a world of mortals, but Superman is a god who's seen geniuses come and go effortlessly. Next up, the Wrecking Crew, 4 enchanted bruisers blessed by Asgardian magic. Wrecker, Bulldozer, Piledriver, and Thunderball. They're demolition incarnate, and their greatest claim to fame being that they can sometimes keep Thor busy. These guys can flatten buildings, swing around enchanted weapons, and tear through concrete like paper. But the problem is, Superman doesn't fight on that scale, he fights above it.
Right.
The Wrecking Crew operates on city-level destruction. Superman operates on planetary realignment. These guys throw trucks. Superman's moved tectonic plates. Wrecker's crowbar might crack reinforced steel. Superman once bench pressed the weight of the Earth for 5 days straight. The Wrecking Crew could throw everything they have at him. Superman still ends the fight in seconds. Emil Blonsky, a gamma-spawned monster, the one being designed to rival the Hulk. And on paper, that's terrifying. He survived missiles, crushed tanks, and turned whole city blocks into rubble. But here's the thing, the Hulk always beats him. Every
Facts.
time. And
Right.
Superman, he's fought beings beyond the Hulk scale. From Doomsday to Mongol and Darkseid,
Right.
Superman consistently overpowers those kinds of monsters. If this fight ever happens, it's over in a flash. Superman would size him up, take a few hits just to measure the power, then end it with a single blow, probably sending Blonsky into orbit. Abomination is a powerhouse for Earth, Superman's a powerhouse for all existence. However, now things get complicated because Superman might be unstoppable physically.
No, he's still getting his ass whooped. If the Hulk could beat next Earth, obviously Superman would beat.
But Loki doesn't fight
Or Loki.
physically.
I
The
can
god
call
of
that man
mischief
Gotcha.
plays
Mhm.
with reality itself. He's tricked gods, warped time, and outsmarted cosmic beings with millennia of experience. And more importantly, he's a sorcerer, which means his greatest weapon targets one of Superman's biggest weaknesses,
Oh, never mind.
magic. Superman's not weak to magic the way he is to kryptonite, but he doesn't resist it either, which means every spell, every illusion, every reality bend can hurt him just like anyone else. And Loki's not some street magician, he's one of the most dangerous spellcasters in existence. He's gone toe-to-toe with Doctor Strange, controlled the Hulk's mind, and fought Thor for millennia. And while Superman would dominate in a straight brawl, Loki doesn't fight fair. He'd start with illusions, a dozen Lokis surrounding him, each one real until it's not. Binding spells, dimensional traps, maybe even teleporting Clark to another realm. He could hurt him, stall him, and keep him guessing. But Superman isn't helpless. His vision cuts through illusions, his hearing tracks Loki's heartbeat, his speed outpaces spellcasting. Once Clark starts adapting, once he figures out the real Loki, it's over. One blitz, one heat vision burst, and Loki's magic is gone. Loki could absolutely win with the right trick, but keeping it up against someone who moves at relativistic speed and never lets up, it's nearly impossible. Superman would win, but not easily. Loki can really push him here, and he has his own legitimate win conditions. Next up though, Kang the Conqueror, a time traveler, warlord, a man who's fought the Avengers thousands of
Who was this? Yeah, he must fight him every once in a while. Cause I never heard from him. God damn.
times, and still hasn't run out of versions of himself. Kang's threat isn't his strength, it's his timeline. He has access to technology from every century. Future weapons, energy fields, and time manipulation tech that can rewrite entire battlefields. Superman's faster, stronger, tougher, no question. Kang's armor is great, but Superman can survive the collapse of worlds. However, Kang doesn't fight fair. He rewinds, resets, he freezes seconds, erases losses, and adapts mid-fight. Superman's speed means nothing if Kang traps him in a localized time field or an infinite loop. Without prep, Clark blitzes him instantly. Kang barely gets a monologue in before he's buried in...
Oh, you heard that drop. That was my trash bag. Right there. What is that right at the end of this video?
concrete. But with prep, with chronotech already set, and his escape contingencies in place, he can stall Superman for a long, long time. Still, Superman's not just a brawler. He's fought time manipulators before. He's broken through temporal barriers with sheer willpower. Superman can win here.
Right.
However, King can stall, maybe even trap him for a while, but he can't stop Clark permanently. Next up, Victor Von Doom.
This gonna be a good fight. Dr. Doom, that's gonna be a good fight. I'm not gonna have it. That's gonna be a good fight.
This is a fight worth watching, because Doom is everything Superman fears in one package: intellect, magic, and willpower. He's Lex Luthor with sorcery, Iron Man's armor with cosmic energy, and a god complex that makes both of them look humble. He's stolen the Silver Surfer's power, absorbed cosmic energy from Galactus, and even fought the Beyonder and lived. Superman outmatches him physically, no contest.
Right.
Doom's armor lets him lift tons. Superman moves moons. But Doom's never simple. His armor is force fields that can hold off Celestials, energy absorbers that could drain Superman's solar charge, and then there's the magic. Superman's weakness is something Doom does best. He's summoned demons, traded spells with Mephisto, and gone toe-to-toe with Dr. Strange. He could curse Clark's powers, teleport him across dimensions, or hit him with an energy drain that shuts him down. But here's where Superman wins in the no prep version. He's faster than Doom can think. If the fight starts suddenly, Superman blitzes through the shields, melts armor plates with his heat vision,
Facts.
knocks Doom out before he completes a single incantation. With prep time though, Doom flips the script. He's beaten Silver Surfer, trapped the Beyonder, and absorbed godly forces through preparation. If he has time, he will find a countermeasure to Clark, so Superman can win with no prep, but Doom can win with prep. Now,
this may be the last ad you ever see, because with the free ad block extension from Capital One Shopping, you can say goodbye to ads on sites like YouTube.
now things can get messy, because Ultron isn't really a person. He's an idea that refuses to die. You can punch
Oh, boy, this is a whoop. I'm trying just a robot based off of Iron Man shit, bro. Bro, man, come on now.
the body, melt the metal, vaporize the chassis, but Ultron always comes back. He's a virus, not a villain. Classic Ultron, adamantium shell, energy blast, armies of drones, they might get flattened instantly. Superman's faster, stronger, and could theoretically disassemble everybody that Ultron has. But Ultron learns, he upgrades, he evolves.
Right.
We've seen Phalanx Ultron consume galaxies, infect civilizations, and weaponize entire star systems.
It must be in the comic books. I ain't see this stuff in the movies. It must be in the comic books.
That's where it gets dangerous. Superman can win the fight, but
Right.
not the war.
Damn.
Even if he smashes 1,000 drones, the AI will just upload elsewhere. Clark could fry every signal, burn satellites, or isolate Ultron in space, and he'd win that round. But you can't permanently delete a consciousness that can rebuild itself from a single bit of code. For this one, Superman would win some fights, but Ultron would inevitably win just by persistence. Really, the fight never really ends. However, now we're in cosmic territory.
Now, I said a Doom one, we could sit front row seat. We definitely got to sit front row seat for this one. Oh, yes.
Thanos, the Mad Titan, a genius, a warrior, and one of Marvel's ultimate survivors. He's taken blows from Odin, tanked the Silver Surfer's energy, and gone toe-to-toe with Thor and Hulk once. Superman's fought beings on that level plenty of times though. Darkseid is the closest comparison, and Superman has beaten him more than once.
Facts.
You can overpower a being who warps space, commands the Omega effect, and shrugs off godly punishment, then Thanos without his gauntlet isn't breaking you. Now, Thanos' durability and endurance are legendary. He survived planet-busting hits, black hole implosions, and cosmic-level beams. But Superman's speed and precision give him the edge. He can land hundreds of hits before Thanos reacts. Still though, this isn't a stomp. Thanos can fight smarter than Superman. His energy manipulation lets him drain Superman's powers. He's strategic, patient, and vicious. Every mistake Clark makes, Thanos is gonna punish him. It's a brutal, cosmic scale slugfest, but eventually Superman's speed and willpower can carry him.
Yeah, willpower over him. If he don't have he cooked regardless of, like, he's dying.
However, we're done with just mere mortals.
Now, who is this?
Michael Korvac is something else entirely.
Man, I don't even know this dude.
A man merged with the power cosmic who ascended to God.
Yo, bro, why are we getting all these comic books people? Like, they must be irrelevant. I've never heard this man in a day of my life.
He's reshaped galaxies, manipulated time,
Who is this?
and erased the Avengers with a thought, then brought them back because he felt bad about it. That's not just strength, that's authorship. Superman's punched through time, moved infinite mass objects, even cracked reality itself once or twice. That's still within the story. Korvac can edit the story. He controls existence at the rule of physics level. Sure, a sun-dipped Superman might scratch him. A World Forger punch might stagger him. But Korvac can blink, make the damage never happen. Superman doesn't get to fight him. He gets rewritten out of the panel. Korvac wins here decisively. And then finally, the Wall. The Beyonder. If Korvac was a god, the Beyonder is what gods dream about being. He exists outside Marvel's entire multiverse. He doesn't just bend reality, he defines it. He once brought every hero and villain in the universe.
This nigga don't get his Elvis Presley looking ass on somewhere.
Battle world just because he was curious. Galactus, Dr. Doom, the Celestials, all toys to him. When Doom stole nearly all of his power and became omnipotent, the Beyonder simply took it back. Effortlessly. Superman's rewritten creation a few times. He's fought the World Forger and cosmic gods. But the Beyonder isn't
was saying this man lost that too?
in that creation. He's the space outside the page, the thought above existence.
Shit, how the way he just beat up Tony Stark? Shoot, look at my boy. Face says.
Superman can't hit what's riding the universe he's standing in. Even his strongest punches, fastest speed, or the highest sun dip he can have, it wouldn't land at all. The Beyonder could erase the event, the planet, or the entire idea of Superman without lifting a hand. The Beyonder wins absolutely. It's not even close here.
Anyways, bro, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow our social media. It did pop on the screen. See y'all when I see y'all. Lay out to the bottom of my heart. 1 road to that 5 to the 100. See y'all in the next video.